Hey YouTube, Dobutsu Rider here with my review of Dobutsu Sentai Zyuohger, episode 36. I had to think of the episode number for a second. This should be relatively short. I don't have a lot to say. I don't have a lot of good to say, and I really want to get this video done so I can go talk about X-Aid because I have a lot more to say about that. So this was sort of their equivalent of a Halloween special. Most times I think Sentai always has sort of, that's not really a special, but they'll kind of go out of their way to acknowledge the holiday. I don't know if Rider always does it, but the point is it's not done in the same manner as PR does it, you know, where we're like stopping in the middle to do this thing that kind of takes place out of order in a sense and doesn't acknowledge anything, but that's really no different than what we're getting. But anyway, I really didn't like this episode. I found it to just be an annoying loud noise in my face, and I was just really kind of waiting for it to be over / watching Supernatural in the background. So my problem, actually I want to talk about something kind of funny, is that oddly enough, I think about this, not very often, but when it comes around I think about it, but this year in particular I found myself thinking about and talking about, whether it's in this video or on Twitter, this is where Twitter happens, Halloween specials and how they're handled in Toku, like I said, more so than any other year. And so I've commented in numerous videos and on Twitter that I wish that they would just carry on with the show as normal, doing whatever plot, and then just have Halloween as the backdrop. If you think of a cool way to incorporate Halloween to enhance your episode, cool. If you can't, just have the decorations in the background, to have people in costume, have trick-or-treaters show up at the door. Just kind of give it that Halloween vibe to make it clear, hey, this is when Halloween's happening, but you don't have to stop to do something Halloween. And I highlighted that with an episode recently of Digimon Atmon, which basically did a plot which just used Halloween to enhance itself. The episode could have gone on without Halloween being a part of it, but they just simply used the Halloween motif to enhance it and give you a Halloween vibe since Halloween's happening. So, I've been talking about that, but oddly enough, this episode was weirdly what I wanted and what I didn't want at the same time. Because it didn't feel like an episode like the Dino Charge Halloween special, where they're stopping everything to force a Halloween episode. But it wasn't an episode that sort of felt like it moved about really as normal with the plot. Instead, it felt like a normal, stupid Sentai filler, with Halloween sort of being almost in the background. Like, I'm pretty sure this episode, elements have already been done, but I mean this episode could have existed as a normal dumb Sentai filler without Halloween being there. So I just felt it was kind of funny that it's sort of what I was asking for in terms of this episode didn't really necessarily have to be at Halloween in terms of a lot of what it did. Like, it could have been worked around it, but it had Halloween in the background, but it was still dumb. Like, it was mainly just about this girl who was saved by Tusk sort of forming a crush and bond on him, and then at the end ended up liking Amu instead because she like talked to her and stuff, and it was just kind of typical Sentai annoying stuff. There was some annoying costume bits. Misao whined at least 5 times, possibly 7, I don't know, but it was just annoying to me. It was kind of typical Sentai filler with a lot of noise. The villain did some Samba stuff. It was just honestly one of my least favorite type of Toku episodes where it's like bad stupid. And I just didn't like it. A lot of it could be my tastes, but yeah, at least they didn't go out of their way to just make it about Halloween, but it would have been nice to have an episode that felt more naturally a part of the show still. But at least next week we are starting to actually get into it. We had actually only looks to be a 1 episode break between plot segments, which is nice, and we're finally getting back to what was the initial plot drive of the series, which was the bird guy and his tinted suit. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that plays out. But that's pretty much it. I'm going to keep this short. I don't have too much else to say other than just repeating that I didn't care for this episode. I'd probably give it like a 4. I just really didn't care for it personally. But anyway, that's about it. Until next time, make sure you get the Crazy Podcast at writersrangersrambles.com. And of course, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, Dawson Rider, signing out.